When money is tight, fear grows loud, but God's voice is stronger. Jesus invites us to trade our anxiety for trust, knowing He sees our needs before we even ask. Provision may not come how we expect, but it always comes on time. Do not worry. He is faithful in the valley, just as He is on the mountaintop. Do not worry, trusting Jesus when money is tight. Jason stared at the overdue bill on the kitchen counter. The electric company had stamped it in red. Final notice, he exhaled slowly, trying not to let his wife or kids hear the panic building in his chest. He had just enough in his account to cover either rent or groceries. Not both. Every part of him wanted to scream, "Lord, where are you?" But he didn't. He just whispered, "Jesus, I need help." When worry becomes a daily routine, each morning, Jason woke up with a weight on his chest. Not from illness, from lack. Lack of money, lack of answers, lack of peace. He'd always heard sermons about God providing. Jehovah Jireh, they said. But when the fridge was half empty, and the bank account even worse, that promise felt distant. The enemy whispered, "You've failed. You're not providing. You're alone." One night, after putting his kids to bed, Jason sat in the quiet and opened his Bible, not out of strength, but surrender. He read Matthew, "Therefore, I tell you, do not worry about your life. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. The birds, they don't worry. Then they don't worry, and yet God feeds them." Tears ran down his face, not from fear this time, but from the realization that God saw him. Faith doesn't always fill the fridge, but it fills the heart. That week, something happened. A neighbor brought over a box of groceries without being asked. His friend offered him a side job for a few extra bucks. And on Sunday, someone anonymously left an envelope with $200 at his church with a note. "God told me to bless someone today. You're not forgotten." Jason didn't receive a lottery win, but he received enough to get through the week, enough to believe again, enough to remember. God is never late. Jesus never promised riches, but He promised Himself. Jesus never said life would be easy. He said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world." When money is tight, the enemy tries to choke your joy, shrink your hope, and convince you you're abandoned. But Jesus gently says, "I will never leave you nor forsake you." He walks with you through the unpaid bills, the awkward conversations, and the humble meals. He isn't ashamed of your struggle. He steps into it with you,